Hello friends, James Stephenson and Loki back with another episode of Breakfast with Loki. And what's Tesla's Bitcoin impact going to be? You know, Bitcoin traded lower in Q4 than it had been ever since Tesla bought Bitcoin, which means they have to record an impairment. How much will that impairment be? A big amount of money or a small amount of money? Stick around with me and I will show you how I have forecast that impact in my forecast. And remember, Tesla reports earnings on Wednesday, January 25th, which is tomorrow. So I need to go ahead and post this video right now. Right, Loki? Unless you've got something else to say first. Then let's bring up the Loki Cam, which has no Loki in it right now because you're looking at Loki right here. And I'll feed him his breakfast, and you can either watch him or listen to me talk about Bitcoin impacts. Okay, there's your food, buddy. Figure out the camera situation here. Move this down a little bit. There we go. That's probably a good angle. Okay, so you can keep an eye on Loki while I talk about Bitcoin. Go ahead and eat, buddy. Let me grab one of your kibbles for you. There you go. Yes, good boy. Okay, I'm going to share my desktop with you. You can continue to keep an eye on Loki eating his food. Good boy. And this is my forecast model, and this is my Bitcoin impairment tab. So I have just repurposed the one I used the last time Tesla needed to record a Bitcoin impairment, which was in Q2. What's going on here? When you buy a digital asset, like a cryptocurrency, the gap accounting rules say that if the value of that asset falls below the price at which you bought it, if the low closing price for that cryptocurrency during any quarter is less than what you paid for it, you have to take an impairment, which is like a loss. Like it was an expense that actually happened, like a realized loss, even though you're still holding that cryptocurrency, because that's the most conservative way of representing the value of those digital assets on your books. Okay, so I'm going to zoom in here so you can actually read what's on the page here, because you're probably looking at this on a phone going, James, that's way too small. Maybe I'll zoom in here even more. There, that's probably big enough for you. Okay, so in Q2, Tesla sold some of their Bitcoin, and that brought their total amount of Bitcoin owned down to only 11,000 coins. They had like 45,000 coins previously, and they sold 75% of them. And they had more than 45,000 in the first place when they very first bought them. But they've been selling. So we won't know if they've sold more until they report it. So my assumption here is that it's going to be the same 11,463 that I think they owned at last reporting. Then, what about the low closing price? Well, the previous low was on July 20th of 2021 at 15,880.78. How do we know that? Because you can go to Yahoo Finance and get a download of information. The row that I've highlighted down here, I'm going to zoom in here so you can see this page, is November 21st, 2022. That's the lowest price at which Bitcoin has closed since Tesla bought it, 15,787.28. 418. How do I know that's the lowest? Because Excel makes it extremely easy. You just go to the end of the quarter here and drag a box all the way up, and what I'm looking at is the bottom of the screen where it shows the minimum. So this is the entire year, 2022 here. And that same number, 15,787.28, is right here at the bottom of the screen. Excel's telling me what the lowest number is in the range that I've highlighted. So that's how you know that's the low. Then how do you know what the previous low was? Well, you just start the day before that day and you drag that up to the top. And you see what the minimum was. And hey, look at that. it was that same 15,880 we saw reported back in Q2. So those are where I got these two numbers, 15,880, 15,787, a difference of $93.50. Some of these numbers are still from the Q2 reconciliation that I had to do to tie out to the number that Tesla reported for their Bitcoin impairment. So if you have 11,463 coins, and if they each need to take a $93.50 impairment, that's $1,071,746. That's a lot of money. If it's coming out of your checking account or mine, you would miss $1,071,746 for sure. But for Tesla, here's how it looks on their income statement. It looks like 0.001 because Tesla reports in billions of dollars. So $1 million is $0.001 billion. Hardly enough to even appear on the page at all. So that's what's going on here. And that's all I have for today's video. So I will check back in with Loki. There's Loki. Are you sure you don't want to eat another kibble, buddy? There's more kibble for you. Yes? Good boy. Love you. Alright, at least people got a little bit more crunching from Loki in the video. And with that, I will outro and say if you've enjoyed today's video, click the like button. If you're not subscribed to my channel already and you want to see more content like this, click the subscribe button over here. That's free to do, and so is clicking the like button or leaving a comment, letting me know if you think Loki is cute or not. And thank you to everyone who supports me, especially my executive producers, Kathy Kitchler and Halter Ferguson Financial, and I'll see you in the next one.